Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jan Malvin Molina from Mapue University. So today we'll be speaking about the controversies and conflicting views surrounding the Philippine-American War. The Philippine-American War was a conflict between the United States and as well the Philippines that lasted from 1898 up until 1902. So this war was a result of American imperialism as the United States sought to expand its influence in the Pacific region. So the main disagreement between two sides was over the status of the Philippines. The United States argued that the Philippines should become an American territory, while the Philippine government argued that it should remain independent. This disagreement led to a 4-year long war in which United States emerged victorious. The Philippine-American War has been a topic of debate and controversy since it ended in 1902. Historians have presented conflicting views on the war, with some arguing that it was a necessary for the modernization of the Philippines, and others arguing that it was just an unjust war of aggression. The Philippine American War, the first view that was necessary for the modernization of the Philippines. This argument contends that the war was a necessary step in modernization of the Philippines. It argues that the war allowed the Philippines actually to benefit from American technologies and methods of governance. It also helped the country to develop and modernize. Proponents for this viewpoint to the fact that the war led to the establishment of the American style schools, as well roads and other infrastructures. They also argue that the war allowed the United States to extend its influence in the Pacific region and gain access to the valuable resources. My second view for this topic is that the war was an unjust war of aggression. This argument contends that the war was an unjustified invasion of a sovereign nation. It argues that the United States had no legitimate reason to the Philippines and was only interested in gaining access to its resources and expanding its influence in the region. Proponents of this view to the point the fact that the United States refused to recognize legitimacy of the Philippine government and instead invaded the country. They also argue that the war was resulted in the deaths of thousands of innocent civilians, and it was as well a violation of the international law. So these two views have been the resource or source of much debate and controversy since the war ended. While the war had undeniably effects on the modernization of the Philippines, there are still many who argue that it was just an unjust war of aggression. But yeah, ultimately, it is up to the individuals to decide which view they believe is more valid. What is certain is that the war had a lasting impact on the Philippines and its people, and its legacy is still a source of debate and controversy. So that's all for today, and thanks so much for listening.